On December 20, 1968, high school students David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen were on their first date in Benicia, California. Their plan was to attend a Christmas concert at Hogan High School. Instead, they visited a friend before stopping at a local restaurant and then driving out on Lake Herman Road. The two of them stopped in a well-known lover's lane. Just after 11 p.m., a woman named Stella Borges, who lived nearby, found their bodies. They had both been shot. The Solano County Sheriff's Department investigated the crime, but no leads developed. On July 4, 1969, Michael Mageau and Darlene Ferrin drove into the Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo, California. Just before midnight, a car parked alongside them and almost immediately drove away again. 10 minutes later, the car made its way back, this time parking behind them. A man then exited the vehicle and fatally shot Darlene and seriously injuring Michael. Michael described the attacker as a white man with light brown curly hair, 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing 200 pounds and being in his late 20s. The next day, a man called the Vallejo Police Department claiming that he was responsible for what happened to Michael and Darlene. The man also took credit for taking the lives of David and Betty Lou a few months earlier. Investigators were able to trace the call to a phone booth at a gas station at Springs Road, just a few blocks away from the Vallejo Police Department. On August 1, 1969, the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner all received letters from a man who claimed to be responsible for the Lake Herman Road and Blue Rock Springs attacks. It was clear to investigators that the man was indeed responsible, as he knew many details that have not been made public. The letters written by the man has been deeply scrutinized, so we won't talk much about him today. But something that was important was that the man referred to himself as the Zodiac. He also said that he will strike again if the letters don't get published. On September 27, 1969, Bryan Hartnell and Cecelia Shepard were picnicking at Lake Berryessa. They were both students at a Pacific Union college. A white man, about 5 feet and 11 inches tall, weighing about 170 pounds, approached the couple. He had a black executioner-type hood on. The man took out a knife and stabbed him repeatedly. Bryan survived, but Cecelia unfortunately did not. The man wrote this on Bryan's car door, indicating that he is the Zodiac. At 7:40 p.m. on the same day, the Zodiac called the Napa County Sheriff's Office from a payphone to let him know about his latest crime. A few minutes later, an investigator was able to find the phone. A still wet palm print was collected, but have never been matched to anyone. On October 11, 1969, a white male passenger entered a cab driven by Paul Stine near Union Square in San Francisco. The man requested to be driven to Presidio Heights. On the way there, the man fatally shot Stine. Witnesses immediately called the police and saw the man leaving the area after he wiped the cab down. Officers who responded to the call somehow received the wrong message about what the attacker looked like. This meant that they drove past and even talked to the perpetrator without him knowing it. The description of the man was very similar to the description given of the Zodiac. It was believed at first that it was just a robbery had escalated, but in 2 days after the crime, the San Francisco Chronicle received a new letter from the Zodiac where he claimed credit for ending Paul Stine's life. He sent him a torn section of Stine's shirt to prove it. As you can imagine, the case got quite a lot of media attention. Lots of documentaries have been made about it, and I'm sure all of you have heard of the case before. There have been lots of theories that there might be 2 different Zodiacs, or that the Zodiac committed a lot more crimes. In the years since the crimes, a lot of different men have been believed to be the Zodiac. If this video does well and you guys would like to see it, I could make a really long video going into more detail about the crimes the Zodiac committed, possible other crimes, and also the men who are believed to be the Zodiac. The main focus of this video is that the cold case team now claims that they have identified the Zodiac. They are a team of more than 40 former law enforcement investigators, journalists, and military intelligence officers known as the Case Breakers. They have tackled other mysteries such as the D.B. Cooper heist and the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. They now say that the Zodiac is Gary Francis Poste, who passed away in 2018. They uncovered new forensic evidence and photos. One image shows scars on Gary's forehead and matches scars that the Zodiac had. The team claims that in one of the Zodiac's notes, if you remove the letters in Gary's full name, you get an alternate message. They also say that the Zodiac took the life of Sherry Jo Bates in October 1966, a crime that the FBI has said the Zodiac is not responsible for a few years ago. Gary was an Air Force veteran and he painted homes for more than 4 decades. Apparently detectives found a heel print from a military-style boot at Zodiac crime scenes. A California woman who lived next door to Gary and his wife told Fox News that she believes he is the Zodiac. According to her, he was abusive to his wife and shot his firearms several times a week. Even though you guys didn't ask for it, I will now be giving my opinion since that's what everyone does these days. I think it is always a bit easy saying that a man who's not alive anymore committed the crimes. But on the other hand, the Zodiac is going to be in his 80s or 90s by now, so it's not too unexpected. Also, lots of different teams have claimed before that they know who the Zodiac is, but many were wrong. Gary's full name appearing in a Zodiac letter does not mean a lot in my opinion. The Zodiac could have written anyone's name. I really want to hear what you guys think. Is it solved or not really? Also, I know I left a lot of important information out. It is just that the main focus of this video was to talk about a possible identification now, so I just gave a summary. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already.